How do? I hope you're all well. Thank you, everybody that subscribed. I just want to say that before we start. It means a lot to me. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Now then, can a 44-year-old man be baited into entrapment? Well, Danny can, because she tells us that's what it was, entrapment. Now, Danny feels under pressure here. Danny, yeah? Poor lad. Because the mods have started to disbelieve him. Yes, disbelieve him. Who'd disbelieve Danny G? And Husky Queen has asked him a question. And this is his reply.
Oh, we needed someone else.
Oh, Husky, I understand. But what you've got to understand is this. That night, Husk, yeah, it was in my house. There's many people who have had their kids, friends round and had a drink in this situation, yeah? But not many people have had to have that person ask them if I would take them on a date. Now, if you hear Tony talk about this, Tony told her not to ask me anything about fighting. Now, Husky, I expected her to ask me about fighting. Honestly.
Why? Why?
Honestly, what I expected to come out of her fucking mouth.
Because that's all comes out of your mouth about fighting.
Next mission.
Because she's seen me have bare brawls outside my house.
Oh, Danny, stop it.
So I thought Demi is going to ask me now about this situation or this situation. And because Demi's asked me voluntarily, they can't really deny that it happened. No, she asked me that, Husk. And if you look at my reaction, you've been watching me for a long time. I literally do this, right? Fucking hell. Yeah? And that was because I was like, what the fuck? I didn't know how to answer it. Now.
Well, look, a young kid has asked you an awkward question that really they shouldn't be asking, should they? And it puts you in an awkward situation. But you were playing and we drink. And that changes the whole atmosphere altogether, which you shouldn't have been. So, you know, don't blame other people. Let's get it straight from start.
I've got a young girl here that I don't want to break, so I could have turned around and gone, shut your fucking mouth. Who the
No, Danny, why would you say that to anybody?
fuck you talking to? I could have done that, but I'm not going to do that to a girl, man. You know I'm not going to do that, Husky. You know me better than that.
You could have done that, whatever enters your mind to even think that.
So I let her down the best I could. The best way I could think of letting her down, pissed. I was pissed, Husk. Do you know what I mean? So it was the best way I could think of letting her down.
He overemphasises himself, doesn't he? He overemphasises himself. Now, if it had been me, right, and a young kid, 17, come up and said something like that, you're going to take me out, I'd have said, don't be joking about things like that because that's serious. You shouldn't be asking me that. And I'd probably, you know, I'd mention it to a dad or a mum and say that you want to be careful because this lass is saying stuff you shouldn't be. Not Danny. He says, I could have swore and cursed her. What the hell's that about, Danny?
And you can see in my eyes, Husky, there's no deception there. I've just told you the truth of my heart, Husky.
He's overemphasising it, isn't he?
You've been watching me for a long time. You fucking know me.
Now, I don't know if this is about him trying to pacify his mod because he don't want to lose them, or whether he's trying to justify what he said. I can't work it out at the moment. You tell me.
Do you know what I mean, Husk? And Tony dancing that night with her, that's just a normal thing, Husky. Because if you and Tony went out, you'd end up fucking dancing. Tony don't have none of that in her. You know she doesn't. Trying to fucking accuse Tony of some madness is stupid. It's fucking, I mean, you're just going too far now.
Well, let's be honest, Danny. I don't think you're the ideal party host, are you? And I don't think Tony is really either. You know, not for young kids. Listen, they're a generation between you. And what have you got in common with young kids? This is what I can't understand about you, Danny. You hang around with young kids. You have young kids in house all the time. And you're mixing with like 17-year-olds. And it's just not normal for a man of 44.
You're trying to accuse me of madness. Now you're trying to accuse Tony of madness. And the thing is, I'm going to talk about the horn now. The thing is, that night, I asked Demi, I was like, you're going to drink from the Viking horn? You're going to drink from the Viking horn? And then they ran with it.
Well, listen, you have to be careful what you say. Because they're immature. You know, they're still school kids, basically. And you've got to be careful what you say, Danny.
And they thought that I meant my fucking bits. No.
And top of this, to be honest, Tony should have pulled them both to one side and said, listen, stop this nonsense.
I have a Viking drinking horn that everybody knows at that time I drank out of nearly every time I drank.
He's no responsibility, has he, at all? He takes no responsibility for anything.
An actual horn from an animal. Like, I've got a Viking drinking horn. Like, you know what Vikings drink out of?
You've emphasised that now. Come on, move on.
A fucking horn.
Listen, we know it's an horn.
Yeah, that's what I was on about.
What, a cow's horn? Sheep's horn? I might as well roll with it because he's what shut up about an horn.
You're going to drink from my Viking drinking horn. And everybody knows I've got one. I drink out of it all the fucking time, man. They tried to make that out to be weird.
It's just not, you just haven't got a clue, Danny, have you? Listen, you shouldn't be partying with young kids. Full stop. Let the young kids party themselves with the people of their own age.
Oh, yeah, Husky, she was a week from 18. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to say she was a day. She was 1 week. She was going out the week later to celebrate her 18th birthday with someone.
Yeah, but she's still a generation below us, below you. So what have you got in common? What have you got in common with these people partying?
Older friends, she was going out clubbing. And Annika wanted to go with them. And I was like, no, you can't. You're not going, you're too young. So Annika was 15. She was not quite 16 at this point. Yeah, right. And I was like, no, like, you can't. You're too young. You're not going clubbing. And then she said to me, well, can Demi come around the house and have a drink then, Dad? And I was like, yeah, of course you can. If you're in the house, you're going to be safe. You're fine.
Now, call me cynical. Tell me I'm wrong. But I don't think it went like that. I think they've said, young lass, 15, said, can I go to nightclub with Demi? She's older than me, but she'll look after me. And he's basically, because he does, he's got jealous and thought, well, I wish I could go. No, why don't you come round here? Bring her round here, we'll all have a drink. And that's what I think Danny's done. And they've ended up in a situation where it's like, you know, drinking with your mum and dad. It's just not right, is it?
Yeah, I mean, right. So that's why that happened. That happened because my daughter wanted to go out somewhere where I wouldn't let her. Because she was too young. She can't go clubbing at that age.
Yeah, fair dues.
But made that out to be all fucked up, Husk. There's no fucked up situation there. Not at all.
Well, it's not normal, is it? Come on. Maybe I'm old-fashioned, I don't know. Maybe I'm old-fashioned. But when I was 15, my mum and dad had an house party. I might just, you know, stop to see my aunties and uncles turn up and whatever. But then I'd be off. Me and my mates would be off. We're not staying here with these old farts. That's what you did. You encourage that behaviour and it's stupid.
If you've got a fucked up mind, you can see anything in that situation if you've got a fucked up mind. But if
you just give that vibe off. You give that vibe off, Danny.
Haven't got a fucked up mind and you know me, you know that Danny was just...
Excuse me?
In a fucked up situation. He was drunk. And to be honest with you, Husky, back then as well, which I've only realised since I've done this new channel, and everybody knows this who watches me, when I was drunk back in the day, the trolls would wait for me to get to a certain point of being drunk and then lead me down conversations that I would never have when I was sober.
44-year-old man. People can lead him down lead him down roads with conversations that he'd never normally have. People can do that to Danny, and he's 44.
They'd wait for me to get over drunk when I didn't know what I was saying, and then they'd lead me down conversations in chat.
And you'd have let him do that at 44?
And I was too drunk to know what the fuck was going on.
Danny, and you call yourself responsible to look after young'uns at an house party?
And I'd end up talking about stuff that I would never talk about, right? And people know that because they used to watch my lives all the time. People used to watch me be like, yeah, Danny, that used to happen every time you're drunk.
Yeah, well, why on earth are you in charge of a party with young kids there if that's how you are? You can be easily led.
Every time you're drunk, you'd have people in the background waiting until you was pissed, and then they'd start leading you down all crazy conversations.
So whose fault's that?
Watched it, we witnessed it for years.
That's you, Danny. That's how pathetic you are, man. You should be a responsible adult at your age.
And I bet most of my chat now is glad that I've noticed it and glad that that'll never happen again.
But it will. We saw the incident where you run into the kitchen, shouting and bawling at a young kid.
Bro.
We're going to see another one, apparently, of you arguing with kids outside, getting shot.
It's one of them ones. Husky asked me, though. Husky asked me. Yeah, entrapment, basically, Ron.
Entrapment? I said, can a 44-year-old man be entrapped? Well, he can.
Husky asked me. Do you know what I mean? Husky asked me. So I just thought I'd answer Husky. Because Husky's a mod. She's never asked me this thing before. She's never asked me. So I thought I'd fucking answer. You know what I mean? But the fact of the matter is, yeah, Now, this live is that I'm telling you now, you don't understand, right? Unless I decide to go on the attack again against these channels and put like some video footage out and stuff for you all to watch over and over and over again. Yeah. I don't really want to talk about this stuff no more. I keep saying it. And I keep...
No, Danny, you've gone on to a rant now. You're going, I look like I'm getting lower down in this chair, don't I? I think it's because I've had an haircut. I look like I'm down. No, I don't know. You're going on a rant, Danny, and I've lost track now. And you're back to the trolls, and it's all about the trolls. He keeps telling us he's done with it, but I've noticed that 90% of his content is about the trolls. Now, he says the trolls are using him. Well, he's using the trolls. Simple as that. It's not hard to spot, Danny, lad.
Getting dragged into these conversations, and it's purely because for me, people keep saying, yeah, but you keep talking about it. You've got to understand, if all these clips wasn't being made on a daily, and I didn't have people coming in and asking me daily, I wouldn't have to keep fucking talking about this shit.
No, Danny. When will he ever listen? Listen, we've all got people who don't like us, people who like us, people who put videos about us, people who rant on about us. We've all got this same problem you have. Only yours is enhanced because you're a lolcow. I'll be honest with you, that's what you are. That's what you're known as anyway. But what you have to do is ignore it. Just ignore it, because if you give them a response, then this is what happens. Donut.
Do you know what I mean? But every fucking day, somebody's trying to create a clip to make it look like this, and somebody comes in and asks me, who I speak to all the time, and I feel, okay, well, I've got to answer, because they're in chat all the time. I can't just blank them and ignore them. I've got to answer them. But I don't want to. Trust me, I don't want to keep talking about this shit.
Well, stop then.
But these fucking dickhead channels make it so I keep talking about this fucking shit.
Well, listen. Danny, what can we say? Oh, it's so comfy as this chair. What can we say? Look, he keeps giving. If he's going to keep giving, they're going to keep taking, and they're going to keep watching. Now, what he's saying is people clip channels and it's out of content. No, what people do, Danny, is watch you and think, is this guy right? And when they watch your videos, this is the majority of your subscribers probably, they think, yeah, he is a lolcow. He is as daft as they say he is. So these clips make sense. That's what happens, Danny, and you just don't get it. So really, the only thing you can do, really, is change and stop being a lolcow. But we love it. So don't, Danny. We love it being a lolcow. We love it. Do we love it? We love it. Anyway, that's me. That's my rant over for today. Hope you enjoyed that, folks. Thanks for watching. Godspeed, good love. Please subscribe, like, hit the notification bell. You want to buy me a coffee, you can. Love you all to bits. Godspeed, God love. And I'll catch you soon. Bye now.
Mm-hmm.